Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I heard is honestly. The scripture comes from Sirach 16:1. Do not desire a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. If they multiply, do not delight in them, unless the fear of the Lord is in them. Do not trust in their life. Do not rely on their condition. For one is better than 1,000, and to die childless than to have ungodly children. So here's the message. For somebody, God say, honestly, I just feel like this is somebody that is trying to sow they like they're trying to how do you say it? Like, this is a man that is trying to create kids, okay? The only thing about it is, instead of using logic, this man is just sleeping with anybody. And you know what I'm saying? There are some women that you just should not procreate with. And I'm just being like, if this is like, you know what I'm saying? If you notice that this woman is like trifling, like, you know what I'm saying? Why in the world would you procreate with somebody that is just that don't want nothing out of her life? If she don't want nothing out of her life, and she is not putting forth any effort to do something with her life, why in the world would you even think of giving, like, having kids with this person, and then think to yourself, yeah, my kids, they gonna be great? Just like, they not gonna be great just off of you. You know what I'm saying? Just off of your strength alone. It's not gonna happen. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm just being real. It's only so much you can do. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like God is saying, like, you have to imagine the amount of pain that you would feel if, you know, you have like let's say a man that is sleeping around with women of the night. You know what I'm saying? And you already know what the mother do. You know what she about. What makes you think if you have a daughter with her that she's not going to teach the daughter the same thing that she got going on? It is a given that it's a possibility that the daughter will have a mind of her own and she's not going to follow in her mother's steps. But you have to understand that that will have to come with other things. Like, is this person involved in a church, or is that their whole life? Because, baby, when I say I have seen some people, I have known of some people that was their whole life, okay? Thought and that's it. And you know what I'm saying? If you, like, you know what I'm saying? And I've even known some people where they will talk about their mothers did the same thing, the women before them and the women before them. And you know what I'm saying? I'm even thinking about that interview that, I forgot her name. She did an interview where she was talking about she's a thought, her mama was a thought, her aunts are thoughts, her grandparents were thoughts, her great-grandparents were thoughts, and it's just a long generation of them being thoughty. And it's just like, you know, when I heard it, I heard what she was saying, but it sounded like a long generation of hurt and pain and heartache and, like, hard work and just depression. You know what I'm saying? Why in the world would you want to procreate with somebody that got that going on? Why would you procreate with somebody that got a drug problem? Why would you procreate with somebody that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. God said, this is an honest message. Honestly, you need to have more thought when it comes to who you gonna have kids with. And it's the reason that he's not allowing these sleazy women to get pregnant by you. Because I feel like this is a man that, you know, you have things going for yourself. You could do so much more. 444, as I say that, regardless of how you look at your life now, you don't know where God is taking you. And you need to use logic. Because what if God sends you a wife And then now your wife got to deal with all these crazy women bringing by kids, dropping off kids. They want to argue, they want to fight, they feel some kind of way about this, that, and the third. You got to imagine, if you are someone that God is going to bring you to great heights, the person that he has for you is going to also be going to great heights. And if y'all going to be on that level, and you are trying to procreate with somebody that don't want nothing for themselves, they gonna feel some kind of way when they see y'all at that level. You know what I'm saying? You gotta imagine it. Like, let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you get married to an entrepreneur. She doing her thing. She doing her thing. And you know what I'm saying? She's a boss in her own right. You a boss in your own right. Y'all buy a nice house. You know what I'm saying? Y'all build y'all house up. Maybe got you like a little fountain out front. Maybe, you know, a circle driveway. You know what I'm saying? Long drive. You got to drive. It take a while to get to the house. Big old gates with your name on it. Could you imagine being a woman, like, you know what I'm saying? The kind of women that God is talking about, okay? You ain't got to go in the comment section and argue with me. If it don't fit, it don't fit. You know, don't try to force the shoe on. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, for the person that this is for, the kind of women that you sleeping with loosely and you are actively trying to get them pregnant. These women don't want nothing for themselves. They are not working towards anything. They want to live their life the exact way they living it. They want to carry on using whatever it is they using, and they want to carry on living their life in that stance. Imagine that woman driving to your house to drop or pick up your child. Imagine that woman finding out that you bought a house. Imagine that woman finding out that you got married, and then meeting or seeing the woman or finding out who the woman you married is. This is going to cause drama. This is going to cause chaos. This is going to cause disaster. This is the kind of woman that don't want nothing, don't see nothing for herself, and she don't care about her life. And then she see a woman that actually has stuff going on, that's building herself up, trying to work on herself. Something, God keeps saying something about credit. I don't know if it's street credit or maybe this person got a good name for themselves. They gonna feel some kind of way. Could you even imagine what people gonna say about this person? Oh, well, you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you ain't doing nothing, but look at them, they got this, they got that, they got da. This is going to cause calamity, drama, disaster. It's gonna cause fights, arguments. God said, why in the world would you even, why would you even lay down with somebody like that? There's so much more in store for you than what this person want. They don't want to leave whatever area they in. They don't want to move out whatever projects. They don't care about, you know what I'm saying, making it good. And it don't even mean that you got to leave the hood in order to have a beautiful life. But at the same time, this is somebody, they don't want nothing more. If there's a hole in the wall, they gonna leave that hole right there. They don't even stop to think that they could possibly fix it. This is somebody, if it stains in the carpet, they gonna leave it there. They don't possibly think about grabbing the shout bottle and at least squeezing, you know what I'm saying, trying to get the stain out the carpet. This is somebody, they don't care about rats and roaches deciding that they gonna move in with them. God, why in the world would you even want your children in that kind of environment? Use logic. Use the brain that God gave you. Why in the world are you doing this to your offspring? Why would you want that kind of life for your offspring? You already know this person cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Why in the world would you even want to mix your genetics with them? It don't make sense. Why would you want to add them into your family? Because regardless if y'all in a relationship or not, that's your family now. When it come down to it, decades from now, when people go and they draw up your family tree, They gonna be there connected to you. So why in the world would you lay down with somebody that you don't really want to be connected to like that? Why in the world would you actively put forth effort to get somebody pregnant that you don't want kids by? God said 1 is better than 1,000. It's better to have 1 child with somebody that have the same mindset as you, that's going to raise the child up right, to want things and to actually strive to be a good person in the society that we got going on, than it is to have 1,000 kids with a bunch of women that just don't care. They just open the door and push the child out the door, close it, slam it shut, and lock it. And they got to figure it out. Ain't no telling where the kids at. Ain't no telling what traumas the kids are being exposed to. Ain't no telling who is doing what to them. And what that's going to impose on their future. Why in the world? You know what I'm saying? And don't let it be somebody that's hooked on some kind of drugs. They mess around and try to sell your child. Why in the world would you even want to populate with somebody like that? Use logic. Sex is more than fun. Use logic. Don't just lay down with anybody. It's okay if you don't know what that flavor feel like or taste like. 9 out of 10, you ain't gonna like it. Especially if it's a lady of the night, you know what I'm saying, then probably already laid down with 10 people before they done got to you. Why would you even Anyways, that's the message. God said it's somebody you didn't completely cut your brain on off when it comes to procreating, and you tripping. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. This message make me feel so I need to take a shower after this. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.